This is Dumb Down Life 23. Please do not swear. So, good evening. Evening, Darren.
Good evening. Good evening, Lance.
Right.
Just the two of us tonight.
Yes, Doug's at the beach, apparently.
Which beach would that be then?
A beach in America. That's as much as I know.
Right.
So
what was the need of the new introduction then, Lance?
The need of the new introduction, Darren, is because Big Brother's coming back.
And it will be back by the time we do our next recording, I guess, will it?
Probably around the same time as we're doing the next recording, because it's next Thursday.
Oh, it is next Thursday, is
Yes, so we clash with Big Brother. Let's see the ratings war begin.
Yeah, well, we could. I guess that could be a special Dumb Down Life, because we could be watching it at the same time, couldn't we?
We could, couldn't we? Yeah, and giving our thoughts.
Giving our thoughts on the people as they come in and all that. Yeah, that's. See, there was us stuck for topics. And we'll have no problem next week.
And we're already planning next week's. So, do you actually watch... I was going to say, do you actually watch Dumb Down Life? No. Do you actually watch Big Brother?
I have not watched it properly. I think probably season 3 was the last one that I watched.
Which was with who in it?
What was the one with the Welsh guy that won? No, not Welsh, sorry, Scottish guy who was up in the Outer Hebrides on his own little island.
Cameron,
that was it.
I've no idea.
That was the last one I watched.
You're asking me to remember something.
Yeah. Well, I watched that one and it was like, it's gone a bit boring. So, and just haven't watched the full series since then. And also for the past couple of years, I've had a weekend job, which kind of cut out watching anything on a Friday night or a Saturday night, and I just didn't stay in contact with it. But no, this year I want to watch it again. Yeah,
I think it might be different this year because of the problems they had with the Celebrity Big Brother last year with Jade. Just a second. Yeah, Jade. They had a few sort of issues with racism and that, didn't we? With what was her name? Shilpa Shetty.
Shilpa Shetty, yes.
And they rested the Celebrity one, didn't they? And I think they've probably rethought things a little bit, and I don't know. I've just got a feeling it might be slightly different.
There was the other thing. What was the thing this year? The Big Brother's
Celebrity Hijack
thing.
Didn't watch any of them.
Didn't watch that. Wasn't really interested in that.
Well, the interesting thing with that one is that it was only on E4. It wasn't. It wasn't on Channel 4 at all. It was only on E4.
So the viewing figures on that must have been a lot lower.
I would have thought so. Yeah. Why they did that, I don't know. Whether it was just they felt they'd gonna put something out, but didn't really want to do prime time in case it all went a bit badly wrong again. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, I don't think I've watched Big Brother since probably the second series. I've watched sort of little bits and watched the odd eviction, but with no real massive interest as what's going on. I've not sort of followed it avidly.
I do like when it sort of becomes interactive and you're sitting there with live journal running, and as the commercial break comes up, then you're getting people posting comments about what they thought about the people who've just been on and what kind of role they're going to play in the house and that kind of thing. That was quite interesting to have
which is kind of more than the sort of TV show itself could hope to offer. I know they have sort of interactive things going on their website, but it can't beat a community site such as MySpace or Facebook or LiveJournal or Blogger or something like that.
I think they tried to charge for the extra services on the Channel 4 website, which is why they alienate sort of most people who they'll just watch the show and talk about it in work the next day rather than pay for it.
Or talk about it on their own free journal. Why bother paying for it?
Absolutely, yeah. But so next Thursday then, I shall set my alarm clock.
Yes, me too.
Careful what you
love those endings that sort of dwindle out and have that little echoey bit on the end. The Orchid Highway with Next World, not one that actually repeated the title over and over again, that one.
I didn't actually hear him say it at all, actually.
I was struggling to hear him say it. I last weekend, taking the fact that I've given up my weekend job, last weekend I went cycling down in the local forest, and went with Cara, my stepdaughter, and I was concentrating more on her being safe rather than myself, like a complete twit. Now, when I've been down to these woods before, and Lance, you've been with me, I've had my my road bike, which is a massive, heavy sort of it's heavy thing that's just not designed to do this. It's not got suspension or anything. So I'd hired a bike this week, and I'm watching Cara go along and telling her to be careful and all this sort of thing, and I realised that I'd gone down into a rut that was leading into a puddle. So I lifted the front wheel up to get out of the rut, not realising quite how light modern bikes are. Done a wheelie and smacked myself in the face with the handlebars. As the bike's come back down, I've now got my brakes jammed on, because like instinctively I just grasped at the handlebars, and of course with disc brakes on wonderful modern bikes, jamming on the brakes is the last thing you want to do. And I went straight over the handlebars.
Oh, good God.
So there's me giving Cara the whole lecture on riding carefully and why we've got to have a helmet on and so forth, and just a demonstration straight over the
this is what not to do.
Oh, exactly. But I was thinking that's possibly the second time that I've ever come off of a bike. The first time I came off was again a bike that I was unfamiliar with. It was my brother's old Grifter.
Oh God!
Do you remember the Grifters?
Are they the bigger version of the Tomahawk with a gear stick in the middle? Is that a Grifter?
No, the Grifter was again a very heavy bike with big chunky tyres. At the time when everybody started to ride BMXs, it was a rally bike that was completely un-BMX. It had got gears. It had got, I think it actually got mudguards. The sort of thing that was completely uncool. But for some strange reason, the brakes were the opposite way round to the bike that I had. And we were playing around in the car park, and I pulled what I expected to be the back brake really hard to lock it up and skid it, and again it was the front brake straight over the handlebars, straight on my face. So every time I get on an unfamiliar bike, that's it, I'm in trouble.
I've come off quite a few bikes. A BMX, yeah, I've come off a BMX down in the New Forest. On the campsite that I was staying on had a load of wooden made steps, and I met this kid down there, and we were cycling around, and we went flying down these steps. When I say flying, I actually mean quite literally, because I went over them a bit too fast and left all the steps, and as the ground dropped away I carried on straight into a tree.
Ouch. Turning the handlebars when you're in mid-air doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, you don't steer. I've come off going round a corner that had recently been resurfaced. Big massive hill where I live ends in quite a sharp corner, and I know I can make it I could have made it at the speed I was going, but they'd resurfaced it, so there was loads of loose gravel on there, and bike went straight from under me, rolled across the other side of the road. I'm lying in the middle of the road and a car's coming the other way. They're the two that immediately spring to mind, and I'm sure I've come off a few more.
Well, riding...
Dave's reminded me, actually. He rode into the front of a parked car. I've ridden into a car that was moving, albeit at about 3 miles an hour, but I came out of an alleyway into a road, and the car was coming the other way, having just pulled off straight into my front wheel. So...
Well, I rode what's laughably called a motorbike, but it was more of a scooter for 2 or 3 years, and I only came off of that twice. Both times stationary, actually.
What'd you do? Stop at a junction and forget to put your feet down?
No, pulled up at a junction once and put my foot down, and it was sandy, and I just hadn't seen the sand, and my foot just slipped away from me, and there's nothing I could do, and the bike went one way and I went the other. And the other one was I used to ride about 30 miles on this scooter to get into work, and I'd have the jeans, and I'd have the padding over the top of the jeans, and I'd have the waterproofing over the top of those, and I would ride through any weathers, hot, cold, whatever. And this was during the winter, and it was cold, and what I would do, rather than stopping and starting at lights and having to put my foot down, I would time it. So as you're coming up to the lights, you can see that it's just gone red, so slow down just enough to give it time to change, and then you don't have to put your foot down. I'd managed to go the entire 30 miles without putting my feet down. So once I actually got to the car park at work, I went to move my leg to put it down, not realising it had gone numb from being so cold. And sure enough, couldn't put my leg out. I'd leant too far already, bang, straight onto my side again.
Was this when you used to work same place I did?
Yeah, over in Harlow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I can remember you coming in all weathers, dripping wet, and
that's it.
In your jumpsuit.
Yeah, and getting indoors and suddenly defrosting was, that was an experience and a half. You don't realise how cold you are until you get into somewhere that's mildly warm.
Yeah.
And then
your glasses steam up and you start sweating. And
yeah.
Oh,
Dave used to live in Harlow. Very sorry for you, Dave.
Yeah, I feel really sorry for you, Dave. Having worked there, I really do feel sorry for you.
I had to go over weeks ago and I got lost.
For all the carnage, bloodshed, and death it would soon cause, the process started quite simply. When the end draws near, will our technology give us enough warning? Will we see the threat coming? And if we can stop one threat, can we stop them all? We have been taught for so long that the threat will be big, the immovable object, something we can see coming with telescopes from a long ways off. But maybe we shouldn't be looking with telescopes at all. Maybe we will only see the threat with the microscope. And will the real threat come from the outside? Or will it come from within? Infected is the hardcover debut by author Scott Sigler. Available online and in bookstores everywhere. The full, unabridged audiobook of Infected is available as a free podcast at infectednovel.com and at scottsigler.com.
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned. Heaven sought order, but the phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown. The four worlds formed again and yet again, as endless eons wheeled and passed. Time and the pure essences of heaven, the moisture of the earth, the powers of the sun and the moon, all worked upon a certain rock, old as creation. And it became magically fertile. That first egg was named Thought. Tathagata Buddha, the father Buddha, said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.
Born from an egg on a mountain top, the monkiest monkey that ever walked. He knew every magic trick under the sun, to tease the gods and everyone and have some fun. Monkey magic, 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 monkey magic.
Monkey magic!
Are you going to explain why the hell you got me to play that?
Well, Damon Albarn of Blur fame, and from what's the latest one he did?
The Gorillaz.
Not Blur. The Gorillaz, yes.
That's why.
They are doing a cartoon of Monkey to actually cover the Olympics this year in Beijing. And I just thought that the whole thing worked so well, because that style of graphics, I think, really fits the Monkey story.
Definitely, yeah.
And I can just imagine, I don't know whether the Gorillaz are going to do the actual song, but that would work too.
Yeah. I remember now, because while we were playing this, I mentioned to you that I'd been reading about the story behind Monkey today at work, and I couldn't remember for the life of me why. And now I remember why, because I saw the cartoon, the single sort of graphic image.
It was one of those. That was it. The single image, and you look at it and go, that looks kind of Gorillaz-ish, but it's a monkey.
Yeah.
You click on it and then it comes up. Yeah. But that reading through some of the comments, because of the BBC site giving you the opportunity to comment now, and a lot of people seem to be a bit, upset by this, and it's like, no, this is right. This is good.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I mean, because it's a very anime kind of style, Samurai Jack kind of style cartoon, isn't it?
I've always liked the style of the cartoons that the Gorillaz use. And I don't know why I'm having a problem with them. I don't know whether they ever did a full cartoon or not, but certainly watching their videos, I love them. Absolutely love their videos. And the idea of the using them for this Olympics, that's good, because I think they're going to end up all over the television.
Yeah,
I'm not sure whether it's just for the children's television or whether it's for the Olympics in general or what it is.
So how did they sort of get the gig, so to speak? Is that just for the sort of the UK coverage of the Olympics that they're using that?
I would suspect so, yes, because
I can't imagine them being asked by China to do it.
Well, again, you've probably read this yourself, but the monkey that you and I know was only one of many versions of this particular story, called The Journey West.
Journey to the West.
Journey to the West, that was it.
Yeah.
The version that we saw was produced in 1978 or 79 in Japan.
Oh, really?
About a Chinese story, using Japanese actors, the faces that we would recognise. So it's. I don't know if you know, but they're actually making a film. I did sort of my usual thing when I start looking at something. I read something else within it and then go off and search from that. And they are 2010. There is a film called Journey to the West coming out. There was one from 2007 apparently.
Oh, was there?
But again, the 2010 one, is that going to be a Western made?
Yeah. Apparently, Will Smith's in talks to co-star. But there is because I think there is going to be a Eastern actor, not I can't remember his name, but it's like Jet Li or Jackie Chan, one of those who's come over here and started doing stuff. They're going to star as Monkey. So whether Will Smith's going to play Pigsy or the what was the other one, the fish guy? I can't think of his name.
I was going to say Trippy Tarka, but it's not Trippy Tarka.
No, Trippy Tarka was the monk.
The little monk.
Yeah. I can never remember the other guy's name. Sandy, that was it. Yes.
Because it doesn't. What is Pigsy? Quite obviously, he's a pig. Sandy, well, he's not a bucket of sand, is he?
No, he's a fish, so he should be called Fishy.
Fishy. Yeah. Sandy's probably better.
Better, yeah. But no, they are making a film, so I wonder what that will be like. Whether it'll be a funny one or a slightly more serious. Because I mean, the Monkey TV show that we all remember was very sort of tongue-in-cheek and comical, wasn't it?
It was one of those English sort of things, wasn't it? Where we didn't quite understand the language and the concepts of the stories, so we kind of put to it what we thought was right. Or that's what it seemed like, because it didn't always match. They tried to make a good story out of it, but the words didn't always seem to match what was going on.
Oh no, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess, won't we?
Look back upon my life, you know it's hard to remember anything I did right. I try to examine all my bad ways. It's not enough. Hours and days. I've learned one lesson, one I have found is to slow it down. Believe what I have done. You know them days they run together and they melt into one. And all of the heartache and all of the pain, you know I pray suffering. And I've learned one lesson. You know, the one I have found is to slow it down. I gotta slow it down. Breath, you know, in and out, and I don't live in the past. Lord, I live in the now, and I try to surrender my will and my way, and I live forgiveness in the treasury each day. Well, I've learned one lesson, like the one I have found is to slow it down. I gotta slow it down.
Hi guys, Mark here. Just a quick comment on, I think it was show 22, and specifically this query over airlines flying to whatever that football game was, wherever it was, Russia I think. I can tell you, because I spoke with some pilots specifically about the topic, that planes are actually specifically chartered to ferry people out to things like that. So airlines are quite canny about, particularly charter airlines, they're quite canny about looking out for nice opportunities where they can put some planes in motion somewhere to earn some money. So just a comment about that. Great hair, hope you win, etc, etc.
So I finally get to win an argument.
Great hair, hope you win. Must have been talking about me.
Yes,
sorry, what?
I have to say, he
yeah.
needs to change that because it's now you work for us.
All right.
He's changed it.
Yeah. So they charter additional planes. Yeah, in that case, I agree with you. Well, I kind of agreed with you at the time in that it did seem silly to hold it in Russia when there was two English teams, but I could see why they did it. Ecologically, well, if they were to cancel all the football games, then it would be a big benefit because of the huge amounts of electricity they use to light up the pitches. It would be
yeah.
How far do you want to go with this? Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I think the point I was trying to make was it seems bloody stupid to have a game with two English teams playing held in a foreign country that far away. Now, yeah. I do understand, from a financial point of view and a logistical point of view, it probably was too late to change it. But it just seemed from an ecological point of view a bit insane and possibly a little bit insensitive, depending on how far you want to go. But thank you very much, Mark. At least I finally got to win.
Did Mark say he was talking to pilots about this?
He did, yeah. So he obviously
That's
knows some
interesting.
pilots.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. I don't know any pilots. You know.
We know of a pilot.
Well, yeah, that doesn't really count, does it?
Yeah. So, well, that's me. I'm spent.
You are you?
Seeing as Dave was asking about the daily quotas for, you don't know this yet, do you? Have you caught up with the daily source code yet?
Oh, I am so. Oh, yes. No, I know about the being spent thing, and no, we won't go there.
Well, Dave just asked me. Mark didn't say how much for his daily quota, his weekly quota.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
For
on
those of
free
you
for this
who
week,
are
by the way,
completely
just
in
in
the
case
dark.
you're interested.
Yeah. For those of you completely in the dark, go listen to the daily source code. Not a subject that we're going to be repeating here.
No, this is a family show, don't you know?
Yeah, well, it is this week.
Kind
I don't think
of,
we've
yeah.
said a rude word at all, have we?
No, because I said at the beginning, please do not swear.
Yeah, seen it worked.
Yeah,
You are
absolutely.
the honorary Davina.
Yeah, I've probably got as big a breast as she has as well, actually. Anyway, should you feel the need to send us an audio comment like Mark has done twice, please, somebody else, send something in. You can email your voice comment to
ddl.podshow@googlemail.com. We
Or-
really need to change that
I guess we do, really. Get an email
because it's not
set up.
Podshow anymore, and we've got our own email address.
Hang on, what? Read that out again.
ddl.podshow@googlemail.com.
Yes.
Didn't I say that?
Yes. I
And it's
wasn't
not
listening.
Podshow anymore, is it?
It is.
Well, I don't want to change it to ddl.mevio.
It's not. It's only Mevio in the US. It's still BT Podshow in the UK.
But we've not got BT.
Well, no, we have. We could always just set up our own email address.
We need to drop the Podshow. I don't think it would be too big a deal to do because it's not like we get tons of mail.
No, this is very true.
But for those of you who don't want to do a recording and send it via email, you can use a telephone number, which is
07092 274 759. And what else we got? Oh, the website. Which,
the website.
once again, we haven't talked about, but yep, the website is www.dumbeddownlife.com.
Or if you're feeling lazy, you don't even have to do the www. With that thoughtful, you can just type in Dumbed Down Life all on its own.
And for those of you that are listening that haven't joined us, we seem to be getting a regular thing now where we broadcast live on a Thursday night at 9 o'clock, because I've been lucky enough to manage to book the slot every week for the last 3 weeks. And should you wish to join us, you can go to our website, dumbdownlife.com/chat.htm, and join in the fun and frolics.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Goodman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wall.
And we shall meet again this time next week.
We will, but oh crap.
Well, you've lost the music.
I have. I've completely lost the music.
Just because we did the pigs, because we did the Big Brother one at the beginning.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. Yeah, nice professional show. Should you wish to join us?
It is always, isn't it? Yeah.
Hang on. Here. No, that's still the wrong. Why are you doing that? Get in there. No. Oh, good God. What's going on? It's letting me do
Play
it.
Bag Puss.
Play Bag
Come on,
Puss.
grab your guitar. Go on.
For some reason, it seems to be loading up everything other than the thing I want it to play. Hello, eject. Let's do that. Let's try that and that. Deck empty. There we go. Now let's try it. No, it's not going to play the music. It's not going
Right,
to
so,
play the bloody
okay,
music.
Comment. What was the?
I tell you what, we'll finish how we started, shall we?
Okay.